Alright, welcome everyone to Halloween Otome. My name is CAPTAINLEGZZ, and we have Sangka here as well. This is a visual novel / dating sim type thing with mini games, so that'll be interesting.
It's a little different.
Yeah, but we're very excited. This is a female lead main character, so a bit different from Katawa Shoujo, but we're very excited. So let's give this a try.
So we get to name her.
Get to name her.
You gotta name her.
So I got my contact list open, and we're just gonna randomize the first and last name. So here we go. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. I swear to God, if it's Laura.
It's not. It's Danielle.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And,
Woo!
and last name.
Sidoyle.
Tell me when.
Stop.
No. Do it again.
Stop.
So Danielle was a person on my list, and I stopped at her sister.
Nice.
So it would just be her name. So let's do it one more time.
Okay.
One more
Okay.
time.
And stop.
Porter.
C Porter. No, just kidding.
C Porter.
C Porter.
Oh, okay, that was good. So we are going to enable mini games because we figured out that if you let them randomize the outcome of the mini games, then sometimes you just lose.
If you choose not to, the outcomes will randomly decided. Enable minigames. Yes.
So don't touch it. Next, we're good to go.
And the winner is, drumroll please, a very lucky lady by the name of Danielle Porter. Congratulations! You've just won yourself an invite to the most exclusive and sought-out Halloween getaway ever. Man, am I jealous. We'll be in contact with you to sort out the details shortly, but for now, let's get back to some smooth tune.
His voice abruptly cut off as my best friend Mira switched the radio off.
Oh my gosh, you won! You actually won! I can't believe it! You get to... I'm so jealous!
I actually won. I'd never expected to win. In fact, I'd only entered the competition as a joke when I realized how much Mira wanted to go. Going on a getaway surrounded by star-studded performers and hosted by the famous actor Eric Valdemar was exactly the kind of thing a social butterfly like Mira lived for. I, on the other hand, would just feel nervous and gauche around people of that nature. Maybe you can go in my place?
Were you not paying attention to the rules? The prize is non-transferable, idiot.
Oh, well, if I decline, they can pick...
No, you don't. If I can't go, then I sure as hell am not letting you back out. I need you to go and tell me all the deets when you get back. Please. I won't ask you for anything ever. Ever.
Mira.
Come on, you can't tell me there isn't a performer you don't want to meet. It's not just actors, it's singers, models, just all around famous people.
Exactly. What if I make a fool of myself? I'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Everyone's going to be in costume for the entire 2 weeks. They won't know you're not one of them. Besides, even if you mess up, it's not like they'll ever find out who you are.
Well, I guess I do have a few weeks of vacation time stored up, but...
Think of all the food there is in a fancy event like this.
If there's good food, I'm there. That's all it takes.
That's it. That's it. Just lead her along with like breadcrumbs, and she'll just follow.
Come on, come on.
Yes! Thank you so much. I love you forever.
There's just one problem. What am I gonna wear?
Well, there you go.
Damn.
That's exactly
Damn.
what you're gonna wear.
I looked around at all the magnificently costumed guests and couldn't help but feel out of place. My own costume, that of an elven archer minus the elf ears, certainly wasn't cheap, but it made me feel like a little kid playing dress-up.
Okay, so wouldn't that just make her a regular archer?
Yeah. I was just thinking that too. You're a human archer.
My,
Like, I'm an elven archer, but without the ears.
so you're a half elven archer?
Even so, she would have pointy ears.
Yeah. That's...
I was too nervous to actually go up to anyone, so no one paid me any attention as I leaned against the wall. Mira's going to be very disappointed if the rest of the getaway is like this. I was contemplating trying to start a conversation when the lights went out. A murmur went through the hall. I could hear people shuffling, but stayed where I was. There was less chance of being knocked over with a wall at my back, after all. It wasn't long before the lights flared to life once again, and everyone looked towards the staircase. Konnichiwa. It seemed that our host had finally decided to put in an appearance.
Good evening and welcome to this year's spectacular event!
A collective groan rose from the crowd, but he continued without paying it any heed.
I know that many of you have attended this event in previous years, but for the sake of the newcomers, I will explain the rules.
Rules? Why do we need rules? Well, apart from the common sense ones.
As always, we have little games to make these 2 weeks much more fun. A few years ago, it was a murder mystery, and last year's contest was to see who could correctly guess the most people's identities. This year, though, we decided to spice it up a little bit. You will be split into groups of 4 and given tasks to complete. Then you will be given points depending on if and how you complete them. The team with the most points wins!
The crowd was silent.
No enthusiasm?
What do we learn?
The honor of being this year's champions, of course!
Another collective groan. This guy's a lot less cool than I thought he'd be.
I kid. We do have amazing prizes, but those are a surprise. The mansion has been remodeled to suit the Halloween feel and cater to the task. There are also secret passages, but those are mostly for servants to get around swiftly. If you enter them and get lost, you could be days before we find you, so please don't. To add to the fun, it is mandatory that you protect your identity until Halloween is over. It is much more interesting interacting with people who don't know who you are.
At least I don't have to worry about anyone finding out that I'm a nobody.
I think that's it.
How are we gonna be put into groups? Do we decide?
Oh, Shimata! I totally forgot about that. The teams have already been randomly selected. When you return to your rooms tonight, you should find a dossier with all the details you need about your team. Any other questions?
The Phantom, really?
Shut up, nerd. Who invited you anyway? Well, I've already done so many iconic roles that it's only fitting to be the other Eric at least once. Well, I think that wraps up the formalities, so mingle!
The lights cut out, once again on his very last word before returning a few moments later. Drama queen!
Well, he is.
Shut up!
Well, hello, pretty lady. What is such a vision of loveliness doing standing all alone?
Yes! Fucking nailed it!
Look at that smile.
Oh, that's it. I beg your pardon?
You're not in the mood to socialize?
Not particularly.
Oh. Well then, I guess I should leave.
You don't have to. He grimaced as he glanced at his watch.
Well, actually, I do. But I hope we get a chance to spend more time together over the next 2 weeks.
He shot me a brief smile before disappearing among the partygoers. Oh, that was quite something. That brief encounter bolstered my courage enough that I looked around for someone else to talk to. To my left, there was a werewolf that looked like he was trying to blend in with the wall. And to my right, there was a mummy leaning disinterestedly against the wall and sipping at a glass of wine. Everyone else seemed to already be absorbed in conversation. I think I'll try talking to the werewolf, because he's so darn cute. His little werewolf costume. Oh, so cute.
I just want to pet his little wolf ears and his wolf tail and touch his wolf butt.
Yeah, by accident, of course. Oh God.
Do you want me to rub your belly? You want to just like, oh.
No, go away! You're so creepy.
She starts, oh, don't stop, don't stop.
I walked over to him, trying to look confident instead of nervous. Hi. He started before looking around for a second to see if I was speaking to someone else.
Cadette, he's so shy. Okay.
You got this.
I got it. Hi.
You don't seem very comfortable.
It's, my first time here. It's quite intimidating.
This is mine as well, and I definitely agree about it being intimidating.
Yeah.
Maybe we first-timers should stick together?
Maybe, but, don't we have to stick to our own groups when the games start?
I guess we do. Still, we're bound to have some free time, right?
I guess. I need to go. My manager's calling.
See you later, then.
Later.
Wow, look at his little ears! I watched him scurry off like a scared little rabbit.
He's a wolf!
But his nose is so funny. That's very funny. So cute.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect a famous person to be that skittish. I wonder what he does. I still have time. I might as well see if the other guy would be willing to talk to me. I tried to use the walk over to think of something to say to him, but before I knew it, I was in front of him with nothing worthwhile to say. Hi. His eyes flicked towards me for a second before returning to stare right in front of him. The dismissal in the act was clear, but I decided to give it one more shot. This isn't quite your scene either? Fuck this guy, this isn't going anywhere.
What an asshole.
The rest of the party was pretty uneventful, and I couldn't help but feel relieved to get to the room I'd be staying in. We had to hand our phones over to the servants before we left, so we wouldn't be able to cheat. I wasn't exactly happy about handing my phone over to a stranger, but no one else had complained, so I didn't either. I can finally take this costume off and relax. Before I could, however, I noticed that there was a file on the bed. Oh right, my teammates. I hope they're nice. I opened the file to see the first page and let out a groan. The mummy from earlier. Mr. Bandages, huh? Skills. Why would we... Wait, what does my page say? I flipped the pages until I found mine. Miss Archer. Skills unknown. At least it's not something embarrassing. So far, it's me and Mr. Bandages. I hope the other two have a better disposition than he does. I turned the pages to see that the vampire that had approached me was another one of my teammates. The Count. At least he's friendly. Now for the moment of truth. The last member of our team is... Mr.
Drum roll, please.
Wolf. Yay! Former Boy Scout! Oh, good! Good, okay. I heaved a sigh of relief. A shy teammate is much better than a jerky one. I wonder if we'll all be able to work together or if we're doomed to fail from the start. No point worrying about that now, though. I need to get some sleep. Whoa! I had just finished putting on one of my spare costumes. They had asked us to pack spares so we wouldn't have people randomly switching costumes every day and causing confusion, when a tone played throughout the room.
Good morning to all my wonderful guests.
Well, I guess the mansion is big enough to warrant a PA system.
I hope everyone slept well because you're all going to need your energy.
It's too early for this.
The first task is about to begin.
Shouldn't we at least get breakfast first?
Each team has been assigned a meeting room, and everyone should be receiving a page with directions and the task objective right about now.
As he said that, a sheet of paper slid under the door and into the room. Did he seriously have his staff?
Good luck.
Another tone signaled the end of the announcement. Might as well get this over with. Maybe then I'll get to eat. I swiftly made my way to the meeting room to see Mr. Wolf already there looking around. Good morning, Mr. Wolf.
Miss Archer, good morning.
So, any idea where the rest of our teammates are, or if we'll be getting breakfast soon? I'm starving.
I'm not sure. I haven't really met them. I have an energy bar if you want it.
That... Before I could finish responding, the door swung open to reveal an irate Mr. Bandages.
What is this?
He slammed a page down onto the table. My skill sheet?
Exactly. A skill sheet, except there's no skill. It'd be just like Eric to put me in a group of useless people. Calm down, Mama. Now, what kind of gentleman refers to a lady as useless?
Hey, Johnny! The cat walked into the room unperturbed by Mr. Bandages.
What did you just call me? That's hardly important right now. You're right. What is important is the task. I refuse to lose at this game of his. Again, you mean? It's not like you ever won. And how would you know that? The previous winners were either females, old men, or child stars. Really, it's not that hard to figure out.
Seemingly finished with that conversation, the Count turned his attention from Mr. Bandages to me.
Miss Archer, it's delightful to see you again.
Likewise, I honestly wasn't expecting to be put into a team with anyone I met yesterday.
It must be fate, although I do apologize for you having to put up with Mr. Living Dead over there.
I was saved from having to answer by the arrival of a waiter wheeling in a breakfast cart. Food, yes.
Perfect timing. I was starting to get a bit hungry. For you.
Oh my
This
god.
isn't the time for food.
There's always time for food.
You do need energy. You've been outvoted, Mr. Grumpy. Fine.
We all sat down to eat the delicious food. Mr. Bandages didn't even wait for us to finish eating before bringing up the game again.
The first test seems easy enough. It's finding and opening a door, right? Yes, but knowing Eric, it's probably not that simple. The task requires 3 people, so I'd say you're right.
What happens to the 4th person?
They will be taken to the goal area by the staff to wait for the others to arrive. I don't know why you're telling her this. It was written on the page with the task.
I hadn't
dump or
actually
something.
bothered to read more than the directions earlier.
I can sit out if no one else wants to. So that is. Your skills might actually be useful. It's Miss Archer who apparently has no skills, so she should sit out.
Hey, I have skills.
Well, what are they?
I don't like this guy, and he's being a dick to me, so I'm gonna be a dick to him. That's for me to know and you to find out. You asshole.
How do you expect me to assign you tasks if you don't know what you're good at?
Then you should get started on finding out.
Right. Well, I neither have the time nor the inclination to do so, so you'll just have to sit the game out. You keep on making these decisions, but no one appointed you leader. I'm the most logical member of our team, so it's only natural. There's nothing natural about it. A leader requires people skills, which you obviously lack. Do you want to be leader? Because that timid wolf certainly isn't going to do it. No. I didn't think so, punk. But I say we would let Miss Archer lead. What use is a leader who... All in favor? I'm not opposed.
I guess I don't have a problem with it.
You've been outvoted again, mama. You may want to work on those people skills of yours. Fine, I'm not going to argue about this. Well, leader, how should we proceed?
Do we know anything about this door we need to find?
It's hidden and has a special lock.
Thanks. That's it?
Pretty much.
Then I guess we should split up and look for...
Actually, we need to choose our team first.
Right, okay, I guess I'll pick, not you, you fucking dick. You gave me sass! You're gonna go sit in the corner and think about how much of a dick you're being. So I picked Mr. Wolf and the Count. Go sit in the corner and just be a dick to yourself. I walked up to the door and the third clue became clear. There was a sliding puzzle on it. Piece of cake. Ooh, video game time!
Okay, don't click skip. We don't want to skip it. So. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. You click skip this out or something. Oh, it's still on the thing. Okay, so. Oh, the sun goes over there. Okay. It's ready.
A few moments later.
Fuck you! Ah! That was so hard! Ah! Oh my god. Good job. Good job, we did it. High five. Okay. And done. I'm like 58 years old. I have 3 daughters. They're all in high school. I've been in this stupid game. The moment the last piece slid into place, a different door swung open and a man walked in.
My mic wasn't on for some reason. I don't know how long that was going for. Oh shit.
You finished the puzzle. Your team receives 1 point for this task. Your team awaits you.
I followed him into a room where the three of them were sitting.
They look so much cuter in chibi form.
Yeah, aww.
And then not so cute.
Disappointing.
No.
The moment he saw me, Mr. Bandages pointedly looked away. What's wrong with him?
He's sulking because he wasn't a 5.
There you go.
There you go. Which really isn't that nice. I mean, I'm sure you did your best, and that's really all we can ask for.
Honestly, it could have been worse.
I took a seat and turned my attention to the big screen television.
Wait, we could have gotten 5 points?
I guess.
Oh shit! What? I
But
didn't know we
maybe
were
meant to get one.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe. So, what are we watching?
The other team's task? Duh.
But those...
Are different from what we did. Each team receives a unique task. It'd be pretty lame if everyone did the same thing.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
It's quite fun to watch.
It's not fun, it's research. We might get some of these tasks later. Not to mention that knowing how many people you need to watch out for in a competition isn't a bad thing. It can be fun research.
A couple of hours later, a now familiar tone sounded. Another announcement?
All the teams have now finished their task, one way or another. Okomedetou to those who were successful, and my condolences to those who weren't. Don't worry too much, though. Tomorrow is another day after all. As for today, normally I'd let everyone gather in the dining hall for dinner, but seeing as we're doing the whole team thing, well, we might as well stick to it. Dinner will be brought to each of the team's current team area, but be warned, your performance and the task determines the quality of food.
Oh, jeez.
Enjoy!
Another tone signaled the end of the announcement. A waiter came in wheeling a cart stacked with an assortment of food ranging from roast chicken to salad to pudding. We earned this?
If you'd had done better, we could have gotten better food. Better? But this is the kind of food I like.
He's so cute!
Ignore Mr. Skeleton Pants over there. He used to have 5-star meals and fails to appreciate the simpler things in life. Huh.
Oh, chicken. This looks delicious.
The only thing I came for.
Having food like this every now and again is a treat.
Every now and again?
I'm in a similar boat to Mummy's boy over there, in that I usually have 5-star meals, but I do find meals like this have their own charm, like you.
The two of you are really famous, aren't you?
Well, you are too. This is a get-together of the rich and famous after all.
Yeah, but I'm new to all this. It's just, I feel so out of my depth around people like you.
We're still just people, you know. We just live in the limelight. It's part of why this masquerade is so alluring. A chance to not be you for a little while. But who would want to be me?
I never thought about it like that.
I, for one, like being me. I don't see what all the fuss over behaving like one of the riffraff is about.
Riffraff? You call your fans riffraff? Without them, you wouldn't be even half as rich as you are.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Let me guess. You're a spoiled little rich boy who's had everything handed to him on a silver platter.
Gold, actually.
Oh, motherfucker.
You're really lucky, you know?
Lucky? That's one way to put it. I guess, though, I do prefer gifted.
Oh, though I prefer gifted.
So why do you attend these if they hold no allure for you?
I like winning. Duh.
And yet, you've never won.
Oh,
Isn't that
Johnny
right?
Bravo.
Isn't that right, mama boy?
Yes.
Well, there's always this year.
With this team?
Hey, don't sell us short. It's still the first day. We can definitely take the lead.
I look forward to seeing that happen if you can manage it.
I, for one, have complete faith in our leader. She's level-headed and rational. Right, Mr. Wolf?
Right.
It's you, Mr. Brainless, who needs to show us what you're capable of. You're on.
Honestly, watching them at that moment, I couldn't help but feel that we could make a great team.
Wait, what? That made you... You know what? We are like the perfect team right now. All this
We
team
all hate each other.
cohesion. It's just this teamwork. We just... Our differences just fire each of us up to like prove the other one wrong. It's just... It's the best motivation.
Oh, man. When I woke up the next day, the first thing I did after getting ready for the day was check for a note under the door. I found no note, but the sound of a fire alarm stopped me from thinking too much about it. Instead, I pulled open the door and rushed out into the hall and made my way outside. From the looks of it, everyone else had the same idea. Glancing around, I saw Mr. Bandages standing to the side, away from the pandemonium caused by the other guests rushing out onto the lawn. A few seconds later, I saw Mr. Wolf trying to get through the crowd, but failing. I kept looking around to try and locate the Count, but to no avail. I should help Mr. Wolf because I love him. He's so cute. He's my favorite. I pushed my way over to him. You look like you could use some help. I grabbed his hand and pulled him with me as I navigated through the crowd. You need to be more forceful or people will just cut you off.
But I don't want to have to push my way through.
Jesus Christ, how'd you get famous? In these situations, it's push or be trampled. People tend to care more about their own survival than your safety. It's not necessarily nice, but it makes sense.
If my pushing puts someone in danger...
Oh, you're too kind and gentle, you know that?
I'm sorry.
In Canadian or Japanese. Really? It's not a bad thing. Just look out for yourself sometimes.
I'll try.
Oh, look at that smile. Look at me. He's so cute. Halloween
And his fucking...
His gushes over the wolf boy.
And then his like ears are all like down as well. They're not perked up. He's like so sad.
I looked around for a moment, locating Mr. Bandages in the same spot he was before, but with the Count standing next to him. The others are over there. We should probably join them. They might have an idea what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, Miss Archer-san?
Yeah?
Arigato.
Don't mention it. We made our way to where the Count and Mr. Bandages were standing. A curious look from the Count had me remembering that I was still holding Mr. Wolf's hand. If the way he started squirming and turning red was any indication, it reminded Mr. Wolf of that too. I hastily let go.
Eric's got us all out here. At the least he can do is tell us why. You noticed too, then.
What are the two of you talking about? Isn't there a fire or something?
If it was a real fire, the sprinkler system would have kicked in, and the help would also be out here tending to the guests to try to control the situation. God, you're such a peasant. Eric doesn't skimp on safety precautions.
So this was planned?
Seems like it.
Wasn't that a bit much? Couldn't he have just used the PA system to tell us to assemble on the lawn?
You'll find out that our host has a flair for the dramatic, even the most inappropriate situations. Well, it does make life fun. Huh. Is that Mr. Vladimir? Up on the roof?
We all look to the roof to see someone in a phantom costume standing on the roof.
There's that dramatic flair I was talking about. I thank you all for gathering out here in this fine morning. I hope that you slept well. There's nothing quite like a fire scare to get the blood pumping, but rest assured, that was no fire. Today's task will require every member of each team to work together. I hope you will enjoy it.
He dropped something and disappeared in a cloud of smoke. He's not even gonna tell us what the task is?
Wait for it.
Suddenly, a multitude of waiters pushing carts of food spewed out the mansion. One of them made a beeline for us.
Your clue, Miss Archer.
Oh, he handed me an envelope before removing the covering on the food.
And your breakfast.
I'm like, I love food! The Count, Mr. Wolf, and I all dug in with gusto.
Could you at least let me read the clue first?
Food now, clue later. He let out a frustrated noise before joining us in devouring the delicacies provided. Once I was satisfied, I opened the envelope to read our clue. It's only half a clue.
How can you possibly tell?
It says right here that we need to find the other half, you spoiled prick.
Damn Eric and his need for 2 clues. Is that really 2 clues if... Yes. Yes, it is. Are you going to read it out, or are we just going to stand here all day?
Keep your bandages on. I was about to read it out.
Oh, I'm sure you'd love me to take this off, you perverted girl.
No, please don't. Please don't. Please do not. Leave them on. Nope. Stop it. Just put that back. Find the Troll of Riddles. Well, there you'll negotiate. Let's see if you can pass this very special gate. Troll of Riddles? Oh, that's you. I'm sorry.
Stealing my line. Troll of Riddles? Eric? I don't think that's the kind of troll it means, dumbass. Gross. Bridge and gross. Bridge and treasure guarding troll then. Oh, probably. It is a Halloween event after all. Pity. I was hoping to get a chance to yell at him. So, any idea where the troll would be? If Eric wants to be a drama queen, which he always does, it'd be at a bridge. There's a bridge in the Southern Gardens.
South Gardens.
Or South.
Does he have North, East, and West Gardens too?
Then I guess that's our destination. I'm surprised you didn't know that. The South Garden is far too showy for my taste. Who needs a river, a hedge maze, a greenhouse, a gazebo, and a fountain in the same place?
Eric, apparently. We followed the Count around the outside of the mansion until a bridge and a man in a troll costume came into view.
If the fact that we're the only guests here is any indication, we're the only ones with this clue. Is that a good or bad thing? It's an Eric thing. He likes to make things complicated.
I got this. I got this.
So cute.
Since we're going Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
Halt, mortals! What business do you have here in my laboratory?
So this...
This is the famed troll Dexter.
So So this is your bridge? At least we know you're not
I will not speak to a female.
What the? Hey, that's just rude and sexist.
Do any of you males have business with me?
We...
Oh, no, you don't. Team meeting now. I grabbed him and pulled him out of earshot of the troll. Looking back, I was glad to see the others had followed obediently. He won't speak to me, but we need to negotiate.
That's what I was trying to...
No. You are trying to usurp me.
What? I can't do both? Let me just do it. I can charm the pants off of... Well, that's not probably the best thing to say when we're discussing a troll, but... You know what I mean, Miss Archer.
Take it down a notch. What?
I can just see him like wink and then like her like fucking pants fly off.
It's just like, how the hell did you do this? Give those back.
I could give it a shot, but... Or you could just let me do what I was about to.
Do we even know what we're negotiating for?
Passage and the second clue. Duh. I doubt that's all. There are things we need, so negotiating just for them and failing seems too harsh for one of Eric's games. True. Miss Archer, would you rather have who would you rather have negotiate? What happened to voting? Why does she get to... She's the leader. This is a game decision. It's her choice. Besides, you wouldn't win a vote anyway. Ugh.
I think the Count should negotiate.
Count's just like winking at you.
He's like, who do you think should negotiate?
Pick me and I have a surprise for you later on tonight.
Oh my god, Kay, not that, but I will pick you because you're good at negotiating. So yes. Is it listed as... Oh, it is listed as one of his skills after all.
Oh, wait, we have the skill book.
Oh, wow!
Negotiating, it's number 1.
Well, keeping awkward poses, speed changing, and lip reading, and sharpshooting and imagination wouldn't have helped with the last thing, so...
Yeah.
And this, too. So,
Your faith in me warms my heart, pretty lady. Good luck. I don't need luck. I have skills and these guns. Let's see these skills of yours in action. Don't be envious now. Ugh.
The Count went to talk to the troll and returned a few minutes later looking pleased.
He'll let Miss Archer and the wolf through. Give them the second clue and walkie-talkies. So much for your skills. If you are a master negotiator you claim to be, you would have gotten us all through. From what I found out from the troll, walkie-talkies are much more useful in the next part of the task than the number of people you have. Fine, but why him? The troll thinks he's a kid, and women and children rate low enough to the troll that he count them as one person. One person? The troll is a troll. At least it works in our favor.
True. Come on, Mr. Wolf, we have a task to complete.
Oh, okay. You have no idea how lucky you are, Mr. Wolf. You get to have a romantic time in the South Gardens with Miss Archer. What?
Ignore him. Just focus on the task, and remember you'll have to deal with me if you mess up.
I'll try not to.
Was that really necessary, Mr. Wet Bandages? I'd rather have him worried about blushing. Oh, I'd rather have him worried than a blushing, stuttering mess that can't think straight.
Well, we're going now.
Remember, don't fail.
Jeez.